Vinland Saga is a popular manga series written and illustrated by Makoto Yukimura. It's known for its historical setting, detailed artwork, and complex characters. The story is set in the Viking Age and follows Thorfinn Karlsefni, a young warrior who seeks revenge against Askeladd, the man who killed his father. As the series progresses, Thorfinn's journey evolves from one of vengeance to a deeper exploration of his own beliefs and the meaning of true honor. The manga is praised for its historical accuracy, intricate plotting, and the way it delves into themes of violence, redemption, and the human condition. There's also an anime adaptation that has garnered significant attention for its high production values and faithful adaptation of the source material. Thorfinn's ideological journey from revenge to pacifism highlights two contrasting approaches to dealing with conflict, both of which reveal significant problems and unsustainability in his life's trajectory. Part 1. The problematic nature of revenge. Initially, Thorfinn's ideology is driven by a quest for revenge following the brutal murder of his father by Askeladd. His entire existence becomes fixated on avenging this loss, believing that vengeance will restore his honor and bring him peace. However, this approach is fraught with several critical issues. Perpetuation of violence. Thorfinn's revenge-driven mindset perpetuates a cycle of violence. Each act of vengeance leads to further conflict and suffering, creating a never-ending loop of retribution. This cycle not only causes more harm to others, but also leaves Thorfinn trapped in a state of perpetual anger and bitterness, unable to find true closure or inner peace. Emotional and moral blindness. Thorfinn's obsession with revenge blinds him to the moral and emotional consequences of his actions. His singular focus prevents him from reflecting on the ethics of his behavior or recognizing the humanity of those he opposes. This moral myopia leads to increasingly brutal actions and a loss of empathy, eroding his own sense of self and moral integrity. Disconnection from broader realities. The focus on personal vendettas in a world marked by complex socio-political dynamics makes Thorfinn's revenge-driven ideology impractical. His inability to see beyond his personal grievance prevents him from addressing the larger systemic issues and realities of his time, rendering his approach ineffective in achieving lasting change. Part 2. The flaws of pacifism. Later in the series, Thorfinn adopts a pacifist ideology, seeking to abandon violence altogether and create a peaceful life in a new land even after becoming a slave. While this shift represents personal growth and a rejection of violence, it too presents its own set of challenges. Idealistic and unrealistic. Thorfinn's pacifism, though noble in intention, can be overly idealistic and disconnected from the harsh realities of the world he lives in. In a period characterized by constant conflict and power struggles, an absolute rejection of violence can be impractical. The challenges and threats Thorfinn faces may require more nuanced and pragmatic approaches than sheer nonviolence.
ズバーッとズバーってまさかはい、そっちの大きい方ご明察は若様が大人になるための儀式だ死んでくれ
Neglect of self-defense. An uncompromising commitment to pacifism may lead Thorfinn to neglect the necessity of self-defense. In a world where violence and aggression are prevalent, failing to protect oneself or others can result in vulnerability and exploitation. Thorfinn's pacifism could potentially leave him and those he cares about at risk, undermining the effectiveness of his ideals in real-world situations.
黙って見てろ
Lack of addressing root causes. Just as with his revenge-driven approach, Thorfinn's pacifism does not fully address the root causes of conflict and suffering. While rejecting violence is a significant step, it does not tackle the underlying social, economic, and political issues that perpetuate conflict. Without addressing these deeper problems, Thorfinn's pacifism risks becoming an incomplete solution that fails to effect meaningful change. In conclusion, Thorfinn's journey through revenge and pacifism underscores the complexity of navigating personal ideologies in a world fraught with conflict. While his initial pursuit of revenge is unsustainable due to its perpetuation of violence and moral blindness, his later pacifism also faces challenges related to idealism, practicality, and addressing systemic issues. Both perspectives reveal the difficulties of finding a sustainable and effective approach to dealing with conflict and suffering, highlighting the need for a balanced and nuanced understanding of both personal values and the realities of the world. As Thorfinn evolves, his struggle reflects a broader exploration of how to reconcile personal ideals with the complexities of human experience. My disagreement with Thorfinn's decisions during both Season 1 and Season 2 doesn't change the fact that Vinland Saga is one of the best anime and manga series, even though I haven't read the manga all the way through. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you have any criticism or suggestion, please write it in the comments.